We're here today at the Stafford Historical Society just to show you what's in this museum. You can see the first exhibit, perhaps, is the sign that used to be on this building, as a matter of fact, Bottling House of Stafford Mineral Waters. This building was actually Julius Converse's office building where he bottled the water. In fact, his office is right here to my right. Beautiful stained glass windows, as well as some beautiful trim work. Some people said this was the most beautiful office in all of Connecticut. This is called the Isabel Zabalansky Room. She has died recently, but she was a good and hard-working member of the Historical Society. Here we have a small display of Stafford's musical groups, of which we had many bands. Many are pictured here, as well as a large musical instrument. I forget what the heck this is. This display is of some of the fabrics from many of the textile industries in Stafford. This stove was made in Stafford. Stafford had a great iron industry and made many things. This is just one of the probably dozens of things made in Stafford.
Just a lot of sorrow and despair. Won't someone please talk to me? Don't refuse. Hear my plea and help me lose those big.
This display of china is of Stafford souvenirs, really, and every item pictured on the piece is of Stafford. This display is of the Stafford Springs Hotel. There are many pictures, a few little artifacts. This building, perhaps you recall, was where Hobbs Medical Building is now, just a little bit to the east of where we are now. These bells, some are from schoolhouses and one is from Glenville Mill. This display is of the fairgrounds in Stafford. Many pictures, a few medals. This is a small Bradway water pump, not the one perhaps you are more familiar with, the water turbines that were used in the mill. Here we have some books for sale at the Stafford Historical Society. There are 8 of them here. 5 of them I wrote myself. This is a display concerning the trolley that went through Stafford. These are recent acquisitions of the Stafford Historical Society, including my jacket when I played for the Stafford Olympics. This display is of our many baseball teams we had in Stafford. This was the time in the 20th century, early 20th century, when men spend more time playing hardball than softball. And over here we see several major league teams to which several of our players were drafted. There are a few displays to our various wars. This particular display is Stafford memorabilia from the Civil War. Schwanner's Button Shop made pearl buttons, and they'd send divers into the South Pacific to dive without masks or snorkels for shells like this, and from these shells many buttons were made. This piece of pin oak was something that I found in Stafford Hollow. It seems as though Senator Piney was given, as were other senators, in 1902 saplings of pin oaks to plant, and he happened to plant this in his backyard. We found that out, I think, on the anniversary in 2002. It was cut down because it broke, and I made several sections, one of which I've given to the Historical Society. Here are the hours in which you can view this museum. You can see them here, mostly in the summer. The Historical Society is also looking for members, so if you're interested, you could contact Dave Bartlett or mention it to one of the people who would be at the opening of the museum. A trivia question for today, actually a big historical one, was when did the Stafford Historical Society begin?